Hello and welcome to the Mikey and Me podcast. Thank you for joining us in our little corner of the universe. We hope that this podcast finds you well and with a mind that is ready, that is open and ready to be fertilized with fruitful thoughts.
Amen, brother.
Seminal thoughts.
Amen, brother. Amen. Well,
I blacked out what happened.
yeah, it's Sunday again. We're here
It
to
is.
try and edify you, lift you up, hopefully not put you down.
Like the Mavericks put us down.
Yeah, the Mavericks, they hurt our feelings.
They did.
They're down 2 games.
To how many?
and
2 games?
To 0.
To none.
So the first to 4 wins, and I still have faith. Still have faith. But it's being Sunday, and I'll lay down for power naps pretty fairly often, like 10. I'll set a timer 10, 15 minutes or whatever. But I never really fall asleep. But I just go into like shutdown meditation mode. Relaxing my whole body, doing breathing exercises, and I gain a benefit from it.
Yeah.
Like I get a mindful and a body rest, even though it's not total sleep. But today, I fell asleep for like an hour and a half, which is I might successfully nap during the day, like actually fall asleep once every other year. Like I literally don't fall. Like it's like I can't. But today I did. And I heard that a similar condition might have occurred in the Smith household, and you think you might have caused it.
I have a theory, dude. I know. I think I have a good idea what caused it.
I kind of made a list of possible things, but at the top, I think we need to talk about the power of the pug, part 2, because.
Power of the pug.
Because let's make sure you get a good shot of that one there.
Yeah, she's. You can barely see her.
So this is not the pug that you normally see. You've heard it whenever Mikey wanted people to know we didn't have a chicken in here earlier on, because she would make some quite interesting sounds. But this here's Lily Pug, Potato's sister, who is sadly been caged most of her life because she's so energetic. And we had the baby,
Pugnacious.
And we hadn't had a chance to pugnacious. Yeah, we hadn't had a chance to really condition her for, being free roaming. And Mikey and Chris, they're like brothers to me. Mikey is a man who is if you're a listener, we learned not long ago. Just like I lost Master Chief, my cat, he tragically lost Harley, and I saw, Stephanie actually, my wife, was her idea, but. Was talking about, and I know Chris loves this dog too, but I was like, man, Mikey needs a dog in his life, and Stephanie is kind of, I don't know how serious she was, but she floated the idea of seeing if he might want to adopt or take on whatever you wanted to say, Lily, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's like the perfect idea, like because like the way you got Harley. He happened to you. You didn't get him intentionally. It just things worked out, and he's basically like he was just meant to be your dog.
Yeah.
And this isn't quite as random as that was, but still, this was a scenario where you weren't looking for one.
No.
And this poor little pug needs a home that can give him love, give her love, love, because she's just locked in a cage all the time, and just to be able to just her sitting in his lap like this. Is a marked improvement from she would just be so crazy all over the place because she was trapped all the time, but her ability to actually just sit here in your lap and chill.
No, yeah, it's pretty.
It's like a huge, drastic improvement.
She's got to
still
figure
learning.
out.
See, Potato has learned how to sit behind me, but it gets annoying because I have to.
Yeah, you can't
sit
lean
forward.
back. She's
But
your
she
lumbar
might like to
support.
sit behind you, but you'd have to adjust your posture.
No, yeah, man, she's a blessing.
But yeah, so that to say, there's another pug. Even though this pug has been here the whole time,
She has.
she's been stowed away. But now Mikey's his new daddy.
Yeah, me and Chris.
This ties into your theory of what happened earlier.
Chris and I we're dual parents.
I figured Chris because Chris talked about it so much. I was like, almost like, man, so I offered to Chris, but I'm like, I mean, Chris would basically be like his dog in the same way Harley was.
Same, yeah,
And
exactly.
and I know you're really into when you take Harley out and be active and do stuff with them. And with Chris's schedule, I just didn't think that he would probably like be able to do that sort of thing as much, you know,
Yeah.
or want to. I don't know, but like you would just probably cruise around with Harley sometimes.
Yeah,
wouldn't you?
yeah. Oh, yeah, no, he would
So-
he usually go out with me in the
Yeah.
morning and stuff like that. But then that was the thing, too, is that it's like Harley also had the night shift because then Chris would get home and Harley would
They
leave
also
me.
had the night shift.
And I'd be like, where'd he go? And he's out there eating Whataburger with Chris at 4 in the morning.
Getting
Like,
a little
yeah,
late
and then
bake.
Chris would go to the gas station and Harley'd ride with him. He'd be out there riding with him at the gas station late at night. So yeah, no, it's very like
That
you said, it was very much both of our dog.
I
So,
think
yeah,
a
no,
dog's love is something your heart needs in a way Chris's doesn't.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I remember when Chris got a dog a long time ago, and he was sold a fake bill of goods.
Oh, but he loved that dog.
No, I'm not saying he didn't love it, but I don't think that dog was what it was told it would be. As a puppy,
No.
it looked like it could be. One of the most disgusting dog feces scenarios I've ever encountered involved this dog. Coming over to an apartment I had with my girlfriend at the time, and he was in the cage, but the moment we took him out, he had a little tile like entryway right when you walk in.
Mm-hmm.
If literally liquid shite. Just imagining how that might look. That's exactly what happened, and he just shot out liquid shite.
Oh god.
So much of it. Like I don't know how it didn't come out on the trip. Like there was so much of it. It was like throw up that was like of a full stomach that came out the ass, and it liquid shit, dude. That's literally all I could think. And it from then on, I mean obviously that was the like first impression I got from this dog. His dog, they were supposed to be big, right? Bones.
Check my
And
dog.
the dog was
out.
always in a cage. And it didn't get big. I just figured baby's like a fish. It's like I think it only grew to the size of its
his environment. Oh no. But yeah, no.
Bones.
But about
R.I.P.
yeah, he was a good boy. Bones is a good boy,
Yeah.
regardless of his breed or his size. He's a good boy. But no, yeah. What happened? Well, I think the reason what happened when I fell asleep was this pug. I think it released some type of neurotoxin. DAS.
And it
Chris luckily wasn't in the room, so he wasn't affected.
he wasn't all right.
But it put me out pretty good. He saw the aftermath. I was out, dude. So was the pug.
Ain't no joke. Yeah, you sit down and chill, and that pug curls up next to you. You're like,
Dude.
oh, you taking a nap? I don't want to leave. I don't want you to nap alone.
Just zonked out, dude.
So-
I was zonked out, and I woke up, and I'm like, hey, I'm like gonna be like over an hour late to Matt's. That's awesome.
Well,
This
and you
is
called
great.
me and basically woke me up
And he
whenever
was-
I
yeah.
messaged you earlier. Like, oh,
He was also
try to be here at
sleeping.
6:30, which means I was hoping you'd be here by 7.
You want more pizza, Chris?
I mean, you each have your own, you know.
Oh, well, we're just splitting this one until we finish it, and then we'll finish that one.
Look, is that just like an unspoken way brothers do things?
No, I don't know. It just seemed
Here's
like
some-
the thing to do.
do you
If
like
we both had, we can just split.
Do you like ranch, Mikey?
Yeah, I like ranch.
Do you want it with your pizza?
I might, but I might have to put this pug down, dude. She is getting
Yeah,
like
she wants
prison.
up in it, but she's
getting,
not
like-
demanding like potato.
No, she's not demanding. She's just trying to take it. She's not demanding
Yeah,
anything.
just-
She just seems like she wants to take it.
Yeah, she does, and she might. Want some hot sauce?
Yeah, let's give her hot sauce.
Yeah. So the power of the pug. So
The power of the pug, man.
This
This
power of
pug
the
is
pug.
powerful.
You haven't even had it 24 hours yet. So what's?
Yeah, we had a whole
what's
adventure
the
day. I
assessment?
took her and got coffee.
No, but how did yesterday? How did it
Yeah,
start
so-
off? I heard something cool happened early on. So you came
Okay,
over and
so
left-
yeah, so I came
here.
over last night after I got off work. It's like I came over, hung out with Matthew and them and the pug for a while, and kind of
Yeah.
we all enjoyed the pug's company with Potato Pug, and we hung out, and then I ended up leaving. I took the pug home. They did the farewell. They gave me a
Yep.
little collar and a leash, and
I just
Matthew and
started driving
Stephanie sat there and had their arms around each other and
Yep.
watched me like I was their kid going off to school.
off. Yeah.
I was just, it was sad.
It's like he's all growing up.
Yeah.
It's bittersweet.
And we rode off into the moonlight because the sun had already set.
Yeah.
And yeah, she kept jumping in my lap the whole time, and then got to the house and went back to the room and Chris and I were hanging out, and I was sitting over there by Chris's bed, and I picked her up and put her on. I was like, "Yeah, here, check this out," like, because I wanted to
hang
get
out on Chris's
comfortable.
bed,
I wanted to get comfortable with hanging out on Chris's bed, like, you know, hey, you can sleep up here.
And she
And
knew
so-
Chris fairly well from all his visits.
Yeah, and so I put
Chris,
her-
you know, had a
Oh yeah, Chris
much
is a big fan.
more of
Lily.
an
He's-
affection
Chris
for
is the
this
one
dog
that-
than Potato.
Yeah, yo, absolutely. This is Chris's dog, but she like sat there on his bed like for a minute, and I'm looking at Chris, and she's just circling, and I just hear Chris say, "Is she shitting?" And I look over.
So what's she doing?
Oh yeah, he's like, "What's she doing?" And I
She
look
was in an
over,
odd pose.
and she was just like, man, she was arched up
Yeah, I think
on
they're
that
called
bed.
the lotus pose.
She
The
was
lotus.
and she was just squat down, and she was dropping one. She was dropped up, but the good thing about it was hot.
was-
It
it
was
was a
nice
a
solid one.
solid
It
one.
was tense.
It was like a little. It was about a kolache
It
size,
was a
That
nice
thing
solid
was-
piece of shit.
like a kolache.
This is a nice piece of shit.
Yeah.
Dude.
No,
I mean, it's
So-
how you want the dog it to be.
No, we appreciate you fed her
yeah,
solid
I'm
food.
glad that I'm
I
glad
didn't have a
that she
bones
wasn't
experience.
pissing. I'm glad that she wasn't pissing. You know.
Yeah.
That would have been real bad. It was
Yeah.
like,
As
I
nasty
just
as poop
basically, like,
is,
picked
you
it up.
definitely want an enemy you can see. That versus
the one that just
Yeah,
like,
one
that you
immediately-
can smell.
immediately
Yeah.
penetrates your defenses
Yeah.
beyond which you're capable of defending against.
yeah. I mean, you definitely
no,
don't
man,
want
I mean-
a girl that does that. Like
But-
happened once.
Oh,
with me.
Johnny Depp.
Oh yeah.
No, the party.
couch in Denton.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd stop dating her whenever this happened, but
I forgot that you were dating
She-
that girl.
this
Yeah.
person passed out on the couch during a party. You know, got pretty wasted. And then
As
I dated her
one
before,
does.
but like, yeah, this is as many did. And I'm not gonna say. Honestly, I couldn't even remember her name if I told you. But
I know I couldn't either. I didn't even
Uh,
know you were dating her.
just remember she got up and left with a sense of urgency when she did wake up, and we came to find out there's a reason for that urgency, as this person who had passed out on a couch soiled themselves,
She micturated upon the couch.
and it was very wet,
Fair amount.
very wet.
Fair amount of
Did
micturation.
instant damage
Huh.
controls much we could, getting salt and water, and dude, it was like.
Is that like y'all are like
And
Constantine
after that, like,
fighting off an entity?
dude, man, I feel bad. I feel bad for how embarrassed she had to be because at a party to get
was a
so
lot
drunk you
of,
piss someone's couch. That's pretty bad.
It was a lot of tinkle.
Yep, it was pretty bad, man.
It was
Like
a considerable amount.
so bad.
I think if that happened to me somewhere, I would all of a sudden I'd get called into work. People would be like, "Mike,
Oh,
what do you
damn,
mean?"
what
I'd
do
be
you
like,
mean?
"I'm
I
on."
gotta go.
Call. I'd be like, "I'm on call." They're like, "You cut grass. It's 12:30 at night."
my
I gotta get out of
grandpa's
here.
my uncle blew up. Oh, I apologize. I didn't. I forgot. Is it,
It's like a-
we'll just move on from there. Tell Gina not to listen to this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Or
Yeah,
tell her to wait a year.
you might.
Would she?
Might maybe just
Knowing
edit that
me,
small part.
knowing
maybe.
me, how would she take that joke?
I don't know. I don't know.
It might be what she needs more than anything.
I don't know. Not right now.
Like, I don't think right
Not
now.
now.
Like, trust me, Matt. But yeah, so the pug blew up that bed.
She did.
Yeah,
But-
it was a healthy.
Other than that,
Other than that, pretty solid experience.
like I
We
said,
went
she's
to-
never even like
Solid
she's been sleeping in a cage pretty much her whole life. You actually slept with you. And
She
protection.
Yeah, she slept.
Good.
Slept last night. Slept in the bed, and then today she napped.
Yep.
Um,
She's your alarm clock now.
she's apparently like I woke up and she saw as soon as she saw life from me, she's like, "Hey, we're up. Let's do stuff."
Yeah, like I said, Potato was that
And,
way. We had to. She had to learn that they might go back to sleep, and then she would learn to accept it. But yeah, early on, as soon as they're awake, she'd be up, back. Okay, I'm ready to go. Ready
Yeah,
to
and
use
you're
the
like,
use the bathroom
"Come on."
or something. But now
Um,
Potato will sleep all day.
But
so
yeah,
it's
no,
great.
went out and had some fun. She met some people. Went to the food store, pet food store.
I actually got a new collar.
Yeah, she got a little spike
One
collar.
you talked
made her
about,
look tough.
literally like getting for the pugs from day one,
I know.
and I
then
knew like
go,
he's gonna make it happen right away.
Yeah, and I got her a little spike collar.
Like
and
that was
then-
like on your list of like immediate things to do.
Yeah, I felt like it fit her.
Just like,
She
gotta
needed her own
upgrade-
little
gotta
collar
upgrade
for.
this pug.
Dude, it's some sick gear.
So we're gonna
some
get
sick
this, do the
armor.
best to drip this little pug out. But But yeah, no, man, it's been great. Thank you
It's,
very much. She's very much appreciated.
It's an act of love and kindness in a way that makes me feel good, like in a way hardly anything does.
Well, that's awesome.
Which
Well, it
is,
makes us
I don't know if
feel
that's weird, but it's just,
no,
and like I said, as much for her just because I feel a pug shouldn't be in a cage all day. And like,
nah, they're
she
so
needs
adventurous
love.
and just
But
happy.
Yeah, and Potato's so spoiled. And
Yeah.
It's just like, to know that she's going to y'all and it'd be such a great situation.
Yeah, no, it's
I don't know why. But
he's
it's
not
so
crying. He's
beautiful.
never cried before. The doctor said that there's something with his tear ducts or something.
Man.
He can't cry.
It's funny talking about crying. Well, but see, this involves my wife, but she doesn't listen, so right, I could. I was just talking about like there've been times where just
You know who does
looking
listen?
at my daughter and thinking about actually having her and stuff has made me so happy. Like I've teared up, you know. When it's like I don't cry about things, but like
Yeah.
there's just like, and Stephanie was saying how, oddly enough, like I don't think like she's like I know what you're saying, and I've like cried from happiness, but other than when she was like born, like the like elation of joy, and not just like the pain
Yeah.
ending, but the happiness there that she doesn't think she's like been moved to tears just by like looking at her, thinking of her. I'm like, well, so you don't really love our daughter?
Women are cold,
I
dark.
was like, it's because she's a girl. She's a little boy,
They're cold, dark,
soulless, practically.
just voidless of
They
emotion.
have just enough soul to make them
Wait.
human.
And
Is voidless an oxymoron?
outside of probably, look, that's not the point.
Avoid this would be like
Void-
to be
void of a
full.
void?
Like void to be
Void-
voidless would mean you don't have void.
Yeah,
Okay.
You would be
So it'd be
That's
like
true.
void.
So you guys get what I'm trying to say, though. They're
no that kind of like the other day you misused a word.
I did.
Like,
No, that's cool. Just make this
I
about
wrote it
me.
down. He was like,
No,
no,
make
Chris
this
is the
about
one
me.
who brought it up.
No, that's fine.
like,
Y'all brought it
what?
up and brought me down. I was
I'm
just trying to
sorry.
make a point. Really, it was
I'm
not
supposed to
gonna talk
just
so
be a
much this time.
joke. It
Sorry.
was supposed to be a joke about women just being cold,
Oh, so you wanted to be
except
sexist.
for my mom. My mom's nice,
and my mom
and your mom,
and
And-
my wife when she's
and
listening.
your wife. She's not my sister. Your mom's
Your
mom.
Your wife, my sister. Not the same person.
She could have been. She could have been.
You know, everybody's mother, except
could've
outside of
combined-
everybody's
If I
mother,
wasn't so
there's
close
women.
to Chris, and maybe like she existed outside of being y'all's sister.
I'm just kidding. I mean, women aren't heartless.
Well,
They're pretty terrible.
they're capable of things in
It was a joke.
a unique way.
What
Just as
my
men
does.
are. Just as men are.
Yeah,
It was a
That's
joke.
good. So yeah.
and
kinda
I know a lot of girly men.
Man, I know more girly
Men,
than
men,
I know
men, men,
girly
girly men.
Men,
Doo-doo-doo.
manly, men.
So, yeah,
men,
kind of this talk,
men.
I needed to do another fatherhood recap. I definitely think I'm falling behind.
How is it
Like,
going?
They're getting
Do
easier.
you still like it?
It's a
You want to
fatherhood
try and
month,
rehome the baby
7?
like you did the pug?
Maybe.
Rehome the baby.
Yeah.
Chris,
well,
could you bring me one of those big old double silver bullets, them old double light buck? But I don't think you hurt me.
No, he did. He just is like, I can't. This mother asking me.
Yeah,
The fatherhood, man. It's again. I think it's kind of not. She hasn't really said. She's made sounds that are getting closer to sounding like something like "dada," "mama" or something, or "hi." But again, I think that's just kind of like an excitement sound. But no, yeah, it's just again, this is learning the subtle ways to adjust the managing of her. Like we're trying to get her on a better nap during the daytime schedule, but it's I don't know, I'm guessing a fair amount of babies like they don't want to sleep, but they
No.
do. So, but it's weird because you know they do, and some do. But she'll fight sleep at night, and there's a whole process I go through.
I used to fight sleep at night, and then my mom, you want to know what she used to do with me? She would shake me, or she would hold me. She would hold me upside down
I pat your booty.
until the blood rushed to my head. She'd watch and see when I was turning color, and then it's like when she flipped me
See, I don't know if
back.
you're joking
When
or
she
not.
flipped me back, I'd get lightheaded, and
I-
my head would bobble.
I could see that being something.
My
she
head
does,
would. I would do like this,
but she didn't do this.
But then she would, right when my head would bobble when she flipped me back, that she'd into a sway, and I would just.
she just no way she did this, but I like
it was
I
just
like the
into
thought
a.
of it.
So I'm like this,
Yeah, and
and
it
then
turned
I was
into a
right whenever,
swaying rock.
and then she would put me up, and then the blood would come back, and I'd get dizzy, and I would like get in that in between, like you stand up too fast, and then she'd shake me, and it would go into this little rock, and within seconds.
How much of that's true?
See, that's the thing. I'm not sure because I mean, the oxygen deprivation.
That's
so
right.
it could have been.
There's a risk.
It could be fact or fiction. I don't know.
So I'm the one who puts her down at night normally. And I've got like music routine. I've sent people a bunch of videos where I basically programmed her to like Tool. And there's this 11-minute Tool song that normally by the end of it, I can get her to fall
Normally
asleep.
By the end of it, anybody's asleep.
Yeah. But even then, like, she's gotten to where, like, she'll fall asleep and I'll put her down and she'll wake up and then transition. But there's sleep regression and all, so just kind of dealing with the subtle things like that, trying to get her sleep better. But she's still a big old girl. I can't wait till she can talk and be our guest.
Dude, you know what I was telling Chris is that I think that it would be awesome, and I could totally see the day where you are driving you, Steph, the pug, the baby, in her old grandpa's pickup truck down to Keller's having.
I hope
family
I've
time.
never put a vehicle in that old truck. No,
You said a vehicle in that old truck?
I've
or
never
baby?
put her a baby in that truck. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that old freaking thing that's I don't trust to make it 10 miles.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, we'll fix it.
Yeah.
I got a turkey baster, some rubber bands,
Yeah, that
paper
thing
clips, some gum.
I'd be comfortable going to the grocery store down the street, but that's about it.
Dang.
Not gonna put a baby in there. You think I'm trying to kill my child?
Dude, I think you're underestimating Chevrolet. Okay? You can
I
run
think
those
I'm
things.
accurately estimating.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I'm about to estimate a lot of. So
By
yeah,
the-
fatherhood not a ton different. You see her every week, so you kind of see, you know.
She's a baby. She's on track to continue to be a baby and probably to grow.
Man, well, I think she's
From
still
there.
technically an infant. I don't know if it goes infant, baby, toddler.
I was an infant
little
for
bitch.
a long time.
Yeah, you're an infant till just recently, right? Are you still an infant?
No?
So legally, you're not an infant anymore.
Uh-uh.
This is a soft thing. You're kind of sensitive about this subject.
No.
I
I'm
feel
not.
like you were for a while.
Well,
You gave me
it
the
depended on
impression
how you
early on
approached it.
that you. Were
It depended
kinda-
on how people approached it. Most people were
So what are we
cool
talking
about
about?
it.
Can you share this?
Yeah.
You don't have to. It's
I don't
very
want to.
personal.
Well, I don't want to because I don't want to break the fourth wall. I don't want people. I don't want to be too easy to.
Do you feel like it makes your parents look bad?
No, I don't care about that.
That's
No,
the
not at all.
Baby, that's the first thing. I
No,
think.
because it doesn't make them look bad at all, in my opinion. Because if you take into
I'm
account
joking.
the location of where I was born, the year,
Yeah, what planet?
the planet, the dimension, all of
No,
it.
where were you born?
In
At
Parkland.
a public hospital.
So it was very, you know,
It was very public.
yeah, it wasn't.
Women all standing in the birthing room screaming, just snatches.
It was
open,
just on the street.
babies
Actually,
screaming.
she gave birth to me at the bus stop.
That's dude. Your mom's tough, just like your sister. I bet she would. But yeah, so for those reasons, when you aren't given assigned a name at birth, what's the protocol that they?
Yeah. So
What do they put on the birth certificate?
they put infant or baby boy or baby girl. But yeah, that you gotta go.
So
To your
your
local-
driver's license said your name was infant.
Infant, yeah. And it was actually at one point I read an article that was saying something about how like one of the most popular names in like Dallas County
Probably mine.
schools or something was schools or like Dallas County. It was like infant
Yeah.
or
Just
something
because of
like
all
that.
the unwanted
Well,
and
Well,
named
because I guess
children.
it happened a lot. It did happen quite a bit, or maybe that some of them were named Infante, and they just didn't.
Oh yes,
distinguish.
Infante.
They
Wait,
were
so, but
like-
you
so,
legally,
but
you legally had to go through the process of changing your
I had
name.
to go.
How much does that cost?
It was like 280.
That's all.
230 to
So I
280.
can change my name to anything.
You could change your name to anything. You can only do it so many times in such a
It's
amount
like
of
Xbox
time.
gamer tag. They limit how many
It
times
is.
you can
I think
change
it's
it.
like, yeah.
But I wonder
But,
if I could report your name as offensive. to the
Dang.
government. Like,
And you
fucking
have
like
to
on
get it
Xbox.
changed.
Like how Caleb and them used to change their
Wow.
gamer
No
tags.
doubt.
They'd get their homeboys to.
I do want to
report
get personalized license plate that says PPLMCHN.
PPL.
People Machine.
People machine. Yeah. That'd be pretty cool.
My
it.
gamer
That
tag.
Or, that or Thaman.
Yeah, just but people machine is
People
definitely
machine,
the
that's
one. That's the one that stuck, and I'm proud of that one still, just because I was able to think of 2 words.
Yeah, I was like, hey,
That
you
had
should
to
name
spell
yourself
properly.
People Machine, and you were like, dude, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
was
you'd
like,
like to
we
take
should do a
credit for that.
podcast later in life, and you were like, yeah.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people have other characters or numbers that are meant to be letters
Yeah.
because everything's been taken. But I was just trying to think, what are 2 words that sound cool together that no one's thought to combine? It was about 12 years ago.
Wow.
And I'm more proud of that than I am my master's degree.
You've been maximizing existence for
People
a
Machine is
while.
I know, I can see on my, it tells me how long, actually.
I mean, no, dude, it's longer because 12 years ago was 2012, bro.
I
Been
don't,
People Machine longer than that.
I don't know.
Bro, 2012 is the year the world.
Dude, all I
Yeah,
know
do y'all
is
believe
that,
about that, or do y'all believe
The
in
Mayan
that,
stuff?
About,
Didn't we talk about this before?
No, CERN about the particle.
oh, I mean, what about
heard
it?
about that whole
I know
thing
all
that
about
technically-
CERN.
Actually
It's
ended-
opening a
They were
portal.
saying that it.
actually ended in 2012 when they fired it up and everything's been a simulation since.
No, I mean, that's
No,
just
buddy.
that's just
All
silly
right,
because how would CERN make everything a civilization? No.
Dude, I'm not
Hallucinating
saying
us.
I didn't come up with the theory, but that's a theory we could look at.
I mean, I feel like I could come up with a better one than that.
We can Google it in a minute, and then you come up with the
Ah,
theory.
look, I'm not you doing the Googling tonight, buddy.
I'll Google it. Just give me the keyboard, warrior. Where does it say on your profile how long you've been on here?
I used to say
Homeboy got the bulls gassed over here. Caleb got the bulls gassed
Yeah,
right
but
now.
they-
Dude over here got his
Used
hands
to
on his
say
knees.
like a
Breathing
little
heavy.
summary.
Are you actually Toronto, or are those just your jerseys?
He's just lame.
He's Toronto. Those are cool.
Just like a number, almost like a badge that would
I
show
like
you.
Toronto. Back in the day, whenever Vince
Hey,
Carter
what's
was
this
with him.
gold?
Yeah. Vinsanity.
Well, they've updated this stupid Xbox app. Maybe it's on this.
Oh yeah,
other
they
one.
always move it around. They like moving stuff around on there.
They are literally ruining my life. I just don't want to go on anymore. So other than trying to figure out how long I've had my gamer tag, what do we want to talk about?
I've been working on how to communicate with the Harkonnens.
with who?
The Harkonnens? Aren't those the people in Dune? The big bad people?
Oh, the Harkonnens. Baron Harkonnen.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like those tribal people that play that weird instrument.
Throat singing.
You know, where they're like actually able to sing 2 notes at the same time, which
Yeah,
is
and
like
that's
insane.
what I'm working on. So that whenever their ships come down, I'm just going to be like, boom, boom, boom. And then all of our pugs and us are going to ascend onto
There we
these.
go.
We'll be good.
That makes me think of something completely unrelated, but Chris brought up last time the term non-binary. Actually, I think I learned why that functions as an accurate description, because I guess traditionally non-binary is referring to like in computer information, like everything's zeros and ones, bits and bytes. It's binary code. Well, in quantum computing, like the whole Schrodinger's cat thing, basically a qubit of data can literally potentially be anything, and not just a 1 or 0. But I guess in describing like things that could be 1 or 0, they would call it non-binary as a way to describe that it could be one or the other. So I think that's probably where they got it from to apply it to gender stuff.
Could be either or.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Still don't make sense.
Yeah, because
To instead of, I'm just saying, like, I think as far as just thinking, oh, non-binary, what that at least it has like that has to be the source of for, you know, applying it to gender.
I'm a. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. There you go. That's good. That's a good point, Matt.
It's good to know. So if someone tries to say something, you can throw that back at them and just be like, hey, I don't know, maybe,
Could be.
could be not. Who knows?
Could be. Could be not.
Could be balls, could be not balls.
Man, you had me thinking about precision collisions this week.
You couldn't stop thinking
I
about
was thinking
precision collisions?
Thinking about precision collisions.
Dude, and I told you I came up with the name for the whole concept.
what was it again?
Substitution theory.
Substitution.
The idea of
theory.
substituting any event that would
Mm.
occur generally and you're trying to eliminate some damaging factor, whether it's
Mhm.
be to humans or something, but being able to orchestrate and manufacture these events to occur in a way that reduces whatever metric or damage that you're trying to eliminate that would be occurring had it occurred naturally.
Huh.
And so we're substituting that would have been the real event with an orchestrated one, but that still is able to, in theory, statistically, take the place of the other event that would have occurred. So theoretically, it could be like creating accidents without humans in them with cars, and dude, you get AI gangs like to where it builds out to where literally like there'll be like AI.
Creating
drone everything.
I can hear the
Super
slogan
robots.
now, like creating accidents and saving lives since 2051.
creating life-saving accidents.
Oh, since 2041.
So
61,
substitution
62.
theory, buddy.
Substitution.
I'm
theory.
where do you submit for Nobel Prizes?
I think down the hall.
Do you
and
have
to
to
the
mail
left.
that in?
Down the hall to the left.
Nobel.com.
Joe would know.
Joe, man.
Joe would know.
Speaking of which, man, dude,
Dude, we were
that
talking.
guy, man. God,
this
he's
week-
always.
Interestingly enough, after our last episode,
He shot
we
it
actually
with
gotten
an arrow.
we've been in 2 Xbox parties together.
Yeah. No, he's popping up left and right,
Which
and it's
is
like,
we made all talk about.
Yeah.
That it might be one of the first times I've ever been in a party with you.
yeah. I
And-
mean, we're Xbox partying it up.
Yeah, and we were just sitting there and talking, not talking. Stephanie was sitting there, not giving me privacy. I couldn't
Nope.
jack off. But it was good.
Yeah, dude, we were Xbox partying it up. Normally, we don't cross that. You used to be a hardcore Destiny. You were always. Oh yeah, I know. Yep. He had to hang up
gotta
his.
grow-
He had
gotta
to hang
grow.
up his phaser.
I still play. I just can't play like I used to.
I ain't what I was. I ain't what I used to. You're like, what's his name right now in Blazing Saddles?
No, he's like,
Fucking Gene Wilder. He was like,
that?
look at that. He was like, steady as
Oh,
a
yeah,
rock.
but yeah, this is my
He was
shooting
like,
hand.
yeah, but I shoot with this hand. That's like the best. That's the
that
best
or he's
line.
Like William Money and what was it?
Oh, you used some
Unforgiven?
ranch. Thank you.
Unforgiven.
I don't think I've actually seen Unforgiven. What? Don't say it.
You've
Don't
never-
say it.
Unforgiven. You've never seen?
Correct.
Oh man,
Say it again, Chris.
yeah,
You've never seen
it's a really good one.
We put him to sleep.
Oh man,
I haven't seen every movie, Mikey.
He said
I might have
everything-
strong
everything you said
opinions
about
on
me is
them.
true.
But there was a dark period, like whenever I went to college.
I know you told me
And
this.
Yeah, but
Oh,
Unforgiven was like.
I
the
really
best.
didn't
But
see movies
Matthew
unless I was
wasn't- he wasn't
really
into-
interested. Like,
He wasn't into westerns and shit like that anyway. but-
You had to
Yeah.
like clockwork orange your eyes back to watch movies during that period of time.
No, Bird Box. You had to
Bird Box.
them.
Bird Box.
You had to Bird Box.
How about dressing up as that guy for Halloween, where you just tape your eyes back?
Yeah, have Clockwork Orange, just like brainwashing treatment.
Okay,
I was thinking casually, maybe because I was watching Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy and other spy stuff about, and something else where somebody was, they would just go out and like make up an identity, just if they're at a bar, just like make up a whole different life story to tell people just for fun. But then thinking, okay, of doing that, but then how hard it would actually be not to slip up, and just accidentally you prefer, say, or just any number of ways to slip up. So I was like, man, so I'd almost like want a constant reminder. I was thinking maybe if under my eyelids you just get tattooed whatever your name is, and every time you close your eyes, you can just see it.
I think it would work. Yeah,
It would be a reminder.
It'd be easy
like
to
your
see.
name is John Demise.
It wouldn't be hard to see at all.
No, and it'd probably be, I don't know.
It'd be a lot easier than just reciting it to yourself and reminding.
No, you'll
yourself.
forget, dude. I'm telling you,
Dude,
man.
I
It
used to
takes
go to bars
practice.
and act like I was Irish. I would act like I was
Yeah, but
Australian.
that was obviously a joke. Well, can you do a good Aussie accent?
Yeah, well, do a pretty good Australian accent. Not bad.
Is that New
Probably.
Zealand or Australian?
Fucking, I
Snoopy.
don't know. Fuck, you make it up. I don't know, fucking New Zealand, Australia, call
They're
it
kind
how
of the
you
same. A
want.
kiwi.
Yeah,
or what's
right.
the other one? Kiwi,
Oh,
and what we call the other one?
Yeah.
The insults.
Yeah.
The what?
Like the
Assault?
no Australians,
A
and New
limey?
Zealand's like they have like derogatory
like-
nickname. One's kiwi, and I don't know if it's Australians call them a kiwi, and I think
Are you gonna get us banned in Australia and New Zealand?
No,
for
dude,
saying these words on
Fucking Australians fuck with us heavy, dude.
see, yeah, the term kiwi is a common nickname used by New Zealanders to refer to themselves in the country. There you go. If you
here?
didn't
Yeah,
know
I
that,
knew
now you do.
I knew about kiwi.
Okay, and I thought there was one for Australians.
No, well, if you call Australians,
You call 'em a
Kiwis,
They're
Roo.
offended
They
Call
because
them a roo-roo.
Six saying they're
Oh.
from.
Did you know that if you say beer can with a British accent, it sounds like you're saying bacon with a Jamaican accent?
Well, I guess there's like those ways of doing accents where they'll say, "Hey, just say
What the
this
fuck
word,"
was
or
that?
phonetically just think of it this way, and
Mhm.
like learn. But I wouldn't say that I'm a man who does accents well.
I think you
It's not my thing.
do it right now. Go.
All right.
That was a good one. What about your Bob Dylan's good? Do your Bob Dylan again.
hey, I'm getting song. Ho, knocking on heaven's door.
Yeah, I just love it because you don't say anything. You're just like, sound like you got a kazoo in your mouth, or what is it? The little,
Yeah,
little
like a
thing? Kazoo. Dude, you think there could be a kazoo band? You think you could
Could
probably
there be? I'm sure there is one. I'm sure it's terrible.
no, but like a good one though.
They come playing kids' parties.
Is that a thing? I wonder how profitable is that?
So
Bands
be a
at kids
kazoo
party?
band?
Be a band like a
I
a
mean,
pop
depends
punk?
on. Yeah, a DJ. A DJ would be a
Go
more viable
DJ.
thing.
It really.
Well,
Oh,
Look at this potato.
yeah. She wants that
There's
attention.
a whole jealous game now.
She was like, yeah. She's like, this is, And
Putty.
Lily's looking at her like the
Putty,
nerve on you.
Puddies, you're not my pug no more.
Oh, what about Matthew? I think it's because I gave her a bit of crust.
Oh, yeah.
So Matt's like, hey man, I'm gonna need you to give me my dog.
No, she cool. She chilling. I can get Lily.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, that's good. That's wonderful. It's all wonderful things. So, should we get to some of the important
Let's
stuff?
get into some of these movies.
Movie
And then
moonwalk.
we'll go
Let's
to
take
our
a quick break.
Caller hotline.
Yeah, take a quick break. Make sure that we're prepared, and we'll do our movie moonwalk, 2012 edition. Be seeing you.
And we're back.
Back. We got pugs in full effect.
Yep. We're pugged up.
We actually have the potato on Sir Michael, and his lily pug is with me.
Yeah. She betrayed me because
They're just
because
embracing their time with
Potato.
their person that they see less.
yes. They're like, I like this guy, you like that guy. Let's sit with them.
Lilies. Oh, little spike color. So, movie moonwalk 2012. Here
This
we
is the
are.
year that hey, real quick, the year the world ended.
Yep. The
And,
minds predicted, and you and Chris said something's been happening since then.
Oh, there was just a whole theory about
We're back.
there was a whole theory or something. People talked about how CERN made the particle collider, and that it on that day they used it and they did their operation or their experiment, and that people are claiming that it opened up a wormhole, and that time is like it opened up some type of we're in some other dimension. It's not that it's you can look up the theory if you'd like later. We can check it out and chat about it if you'd like, but that's that whole theory. Again, it's not a theory I've come up with. I'm not savvy enough to come up with stuff like that.
From
Mine would be
CERN,
something
just
about
so
like a
people know
guy.
if they don't. It's what the largest particle accelerator hadron collider, I guess, where these. Yeah, to where if some movie plot, we were gonna rip a hole in space time. This would be what happens.
Yeah.
Looks pretty cool though. I'd like to go there, take a loop around.
It would be pretty nice. Check it out. Go ahead and kick the tires on the place.
Yep. CERN, CERN. So yeah, that's wonderful. So
Yeah.
what do we got this year?
You want to...
The best of the best. So,
Why don't you lead us away? Take us down.
All right. So these are in no particular order of quality, but at the end, I'll pick a couple that I'll be like, these you need to see. But it's gonna be tough this year actually, because some pretty solid ones came out. So Cloud Atlas, that was one.
Great.
It was technically an independent film, but very expensive. Took many years to make. Had, there's a lot of heart in it, but you can tell it's an independent film, kind of long, but it just has a lot of ideas it puts out there, and it kept me interested, but I feel like it's like a 7 out of 10. Like, it's pretty cool and ambitious, but it wasn't as moving to me as I think they intended for it to be.
Okay.
And what Tom Twyker directed, I think. I don't
What
know
a
if he
fun
did
name.
Run Lola Run. Oh no, see, those, because it took multiple years. Actually, a couple of the Wachowskis did, but then Tom Tykwer was the main one. Tykwer. So yeah, Cloud Atlas. I won't worry about showing a trailer for that. Django Unchained, man. So this is another solid Quentin Tarantino movie.
I
Honestly,
mean, I don't know who didn't see that movie, but if you didn't, I don't know where you've been, but you need to go check it out.
yeah, it's just a fun, violent, and you're rooting for the slave.
It's a specimen I'm keen to acquire.
When I hear the trumpet sound,
What's your name?
I'm gonna rise right out of the ground.
Django. Then you're exactly the one I'm looking for.
Hey,
The great
Stop talking to
Christoph
him.
Waltz.
Calm down. I'm simply a customer
I love
trying
this
to
is
conduct
probably
a
one of my favorite
transaction.
characters in
Let's
a
jam fancy
movie.
pants.
Him
Oh,
Yeah.
very well.
or Christoph? Yeah, dude.
Like his character.
He's sweet, man.
Do you know what a bounty hunter is? You kill people, and they give you a reward. Better they are, bigger the reward. I need your help. I'm looking for the Brittle Brothers. However, I don't know what they look like, but you do. Don't you?
Compelling magnetic action.
Oh, dude.
They caught my wife, and they sold her, but I don't know who to. That means we visit every plantation until
To have that
once
kind
the
of
final Brittle Brother lies dead in the
natural
dust, I agree to
charisma
give you
and
your
just-
freedom.
I don't
And
know,
I'll
it's-
take you to rescue your wife.
Oh, it's so great.
Where are we going?
Probably my favorite foreign actor.
Well,
One of my favorite actors all around.
oh,
but
yeah.
I
I was going to say what I love
You
about...
had my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
Well, what I love about this movie and the plot of it is just that it's like it all started because he's a German and the girl's name is
Brunhilde, yeah.
And he he pretty much more or less wants to go do this because he like fell in love with this guy's story, which is what's cool. It's like
Yeah.
he's like, hey, I'll help you find this chick because he's
There's a
almost
way
this,
of him like doing it for himself, and
yeah, and it was just kind of cool, the whole idea that it's like, hey, he's really doing this because more or less, like, he's interested in this guy's story and the girl, and it's like,
yeah, out of the goodness of his heart.
Yeah.
pretty much. Which is
So
pretty
I
awesome.
just love the
The whole plot and just the gore in there is so ridiculous.
yeah.
I love it. Never seen a western with so much blood in it.
your hand.
It was just so great to see a western with so much blood in it.
Oh, yeah.
It was just like what? It was like this is fun. That's a good time.
It is a great
It's a good
movie.
time.
No, it's a
So
fantastic
Django,
movie.
that's a must.
To
What also came out was
whoever hasn't
Dread.
seen it.
Dread. This was surprised me when this one came out. It was Judge, because obviously there's the Judge Sylvester Stallone. That was one of the biggest flops. Like one of those huge historical movie flops. But Dread came out. 2012 had good old Carl Urban. If you're familiar with The Boys, he was like the,
I haven't seen it, but yes.
I love Carl Urban. He also played the Doctor on the Star Trek movies. But Dread, yeah. So this, and it really took the Die Hard formula, which is fine. A lot of movies have, but kind of trapped in a building, trying to work your way, navigate through it in multiple levels. But yeah, I got to pull a chair for this one because this one was.
If I'm being honest, I don't think I saw this.
Dude, you need to see this. it was like one of those like, oh,
Makes the brain feel as if time is passing at 1% its normal speed.
I mean the headache.
If we play this right, we could take the whole city.
This is like, you need to go home and watch this. Look at it.
800 million people living in the ruin of the old world. Only one thing fighting for order in the chaos. The men and women of the Hall of Justice.
Peachtrees is the manufacturing base for all the slow-mo in Mega City 1.
You know how often we get a judge up in Peachtrees?
Well, you got one now.
She has control of everything. Levels 1 to 200.
This is Mama. Somewhere in this block are 2 judges.
That's not good.
I want him dead.
Yeah, I know. Again,
We're gonna have to go through him. Rookie, you ready?
Which is fine.
Yeah.
You look ready.
All the action abilities and levels. Video games. It's the raid, yeah, dude.
Judgment time.
Let's finish this.
Hopefully you've watched the raid. Probably haven't.
I'm the law.
I like, dude. I never realized how similar his mask is to Magneto's helmet.
That's important. Have you seen the raid? I mean, it's called the Raid Redemption, oddly enough.
Negotiations over.
It's before John Wick redefined, which like hand-to-hand combat, like a gunplay, gung fu, whatever. This movie, The Raid Redemption, and it's Indonesian, I believe.
Okay, no.
It upped. It was like doing the closest, like the way for me.
You should just show up.
You know what? I should, dude. Like it's.
This is not the year that we're on.
No, but
This
this.
is just a beautiful sidetrack.
It came out last year, so.
Oh, in 2023 is when the raid came out, man.
Last year that we reviewed.
Instant classic. That's crazy that like the movie came out last year, but it was so good it feels like it came out.
It's the brain work is crazy the way it works that way. It actually came out last year, so we'll just say it came out this year. And this. No, 11. In the fighting style, I got really just like Pin Cat Salat or something. It's almost like a form of Call for Draw, mixed I guess maybe with more. Yeah, like the whole like anything is a weapon. Put anything between you and the other person if you need to. Like
Yeah, Sealot, I think that guy. He was the Sealot guy. A lot of leg sweeps and foot trips and stuff.
Selamat pagi. Mungkin Anda sudah mendengar kalau kita kedatangan tamu tadi undang. Selamat bekerja. Dan jangan lupa bersenang-senang.
you need to watch this movie and the other one. Good. Yeah, dude. Like the court is so cool. Like it's literally like a boss like battle where they fight that one little dude who's crazy and he just takes a rope off, dude. They hand it, and just that part where like his feet was kind of like a door frame. He knocks out and it hits like the glass at the end. Yeah. Just a shot of it. Just some really innovative fight. Oh. Yeah, dude, it's really good. Right there. That's what I was talking about.
That's awesome.
Dude, no, it's fucking.
The director, he did the show Gangs of London, which
Environmental weaponry.
Gangs of London, which I touted, made posts about it. That there's a show, I'm sure a lot of people didn't see. Well, the director of that did it, so it's got like some really cool fighting, hand-to-hand combat action. But yeah, Dread led us to the raid. Okay, hit and run. You want to talk about this?
Oh, it was a good movie. It was one that I would like ended up being like, wow, that was better than I thought it would be. It had Dax Shepard and Bradley Cooper.
I believe he directed it. Dax did.
Yeah. And it was. I just thought it was a good movie. I don't know if it's worth really talking about a lot. But
Then
it was
moving
a nice
on.
Movie.
This one.
Oh, the one right below it was really.
I haven't
great.
seen this.
I
Oh
didn't know
yeah,
that came out.
It was really good. Life of Pi.
No, Jack Reacher.
Yeah, that was good. It was way better than expected. Jack Reacher, the one Tom Cruise movie.
Tom Cruise, yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those. I was surprised. You know, it was like often. Well, Tom Cruise puts up Mikey.
Make him look so damn tall.
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
like I said, they
The
don't-
life. Killing Them Softly was good.
Barefoot.
I feel like we talked about this one. Yeah, I feel like I'm walking the room without shoes on.
we
Make you
might
feel
have
like I'm
talked about Jack Reacher, but I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
we talked about it out
Life
of turn.
of Pi.
but-
It was Academy Award winning. Dev Patel. His Ang Lee film. It was pretty moving, inspiring and all that. This I actually haven't seen, but I know that the great Daniel Day-Lewis.
Which one?
Lincoln.
I don't think I have either. Where he plays President Lincoln.
Yeah, I think he won another final Academy Award.
No, I didn't see that one. I saw the one after that, though.
Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Yep. Yep. Looper Lincoln.
Yep. So I believe Ron Howard directed it, or the Jewish fellow. Yes. So I know it's good. Just look, in the state of mind. Look more. I got to be in this right state of mind to want to watch that.
Oh
you know?
yeah.
And that moves us on to Looper.
Yes.
Quite good action sci-fi film.
Very good.
I'm gonna have to pull up the trailer for this one. The director, I believe Ryan Johnson, is the one who did the newest Star Wars trilogy, the second one that a lot of people were upset by because it undid a lot of stuff. But it was honestly the most unique and interesting with the story, throwing kind of curveballs. But a lot of people were so. But I thought it was better than J.J. Abrams' formulaic. Oh, we're just literally making the first one A New Hope again, almost.
Yeah.
It's like, how's this original? So, Looper.
Great movie. I really liked it. I like the concept of it with time travel.
Because I just bought a loop pedal.
Wow. And now we got Looper popping up.
To an
You sold
extent.
that fucking pod almost.
No, I still have one. It's just a
but
broke.
Not the line 6 one that you.
Oh, the pod. I was thinking the DL4. Yeah, that's
that.
early days guitar because it was an amp modeler, right? So
Yeah.
I didn't realize. You've ever seen an amp modeler and just like an effect switch? Where it would literally emulate the sound of all these different kinds of amps. But so there was a foot pedal, so whenever I would switch it wasn't an immediate change. It'd be like a half a second it takes to switch the mode over. So in a live setting I was playing
it's not
music,
gonna be-
I couldn't just switch immediately to clean distortion or whatever. I'd have to time it for this gap. I'm like, oh, because I didn't realize it was more for studio scenarios. So that wraps us up for movies.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Looper.
You get down?
So you're me in 30 years.
Sun staring into your eyes. It's too strange.
And your face looks backwards. Do you know what's gonna happen? You done all this already? As me?
I don't want to talk about time travel.
We both know how this has to go down. So why don't you do what old men do and die?
Why don't you just take your little gun out from between your legs and do it? Boy.
Ask him if he thinks that Bruce Willis and Robin Williams is the way I live. I think too many people
Future
know.
time travel is outlawed, used only in secret
I mean,
by
I
the
think
largest
Bruce Willis already
criminal
pretty bad.
organizations.
He's
When they
got
need
it's
someone
a
gone,
degenerative
and they
mental.
want to erase any trace of the target ever existing, they use specialized assassins like me, called loopers.
You're a looper?
You know what we do? And the only rule is never let your target escape. even if your target is you.
Ow!
This is not a good thing. My boss will be searching for me until he finds me.
Sweep the streets, get on it.
I'm gonna fix this! I'm gonna find him! I'm gonna kill him!
Hunt them down. But every second that passes is bad.
What's he gonna do?
I'm gonna save your life.
My life! Your life!
I know you're not lying when you say you're gonna kill this guy.
This is like a nightmare.
I need to watch this again tomorrow. Watch this Phantasm.
I'm sorry.
Phantasm's fun. It's good to go back and watch that kind of love movie. Oh, this is a season 3 finale, by the way.
So then that means I have officially joined the 520 Mile Club.
Oh, is it?
It's tonight.
That was your estimation that tonight it would happen?
Well, technically I've been over here more times, but if you're going off of 20 episodes, the distance of A to B back and forth, when I drive home tonight, it will be, after 20 episodes, 520 miles. I'm driving.
Much appreciated, Mikey. Much appreciated. Moving on to things that matter. Moonrise Kingdom is good. Does a feel good movie. Wes Anderson. Yeah, don't need to say trailer. Mud. I feel like this was a huge play in Matthew McConaughey's transition to actual valid non-romantic comedy BS roles. I feel like Mud was a big step.
Yeah.
I believe your brother. Makes me think of your brother yet again. I know you like that movie.
Yeah, that was
Everything he told us was a lie.
Yeah.
That's what he always liked to say. Got crosses, or nails bent in the shape of crosses.
And this next one is a comedy, and I didn't see it too many years after it come out. But I want to show a trailer just because it.
which one?
Project X. So it's a found footage, an entry in the found footage genre, but of like an epic house party for high schoolers, which it's pretty freaking entertaining.
Man, she's big jealous. She wants to come over there.
Yeah, some crazy stuff happens. That's for sure.
She wants to come see you. She's jealous of you. Oh, there she goes, Chris. And now Liz
Oh, Chris just stepped on. What? Oh, just be careful. Okay, you're good. Yeah, I've got a network cable underneath there. Like, it's a hardcore comedy in a way, like, if it makes sense. It's just like, I don't know, the trailer might kind of make sense.
Mom, Dad, it's me, Thomas. Where do I start? This is supposed to be a small get-together. I wanted to be cool for one night. You know, I wanted girls to notice me.
Sounds like a horror movie.
Then things got a little out of control.
Tonight's about the girls we never had a shot at. Tonight's about changing the game. Just big enough to be cool. Game changer.
That is
Hello?
Thomas?
Dad, hey.
Well, we just wanted to call one last time. Make sure you're set tonight.
Like, it gives them other hand. But doing a found footage style.
Yep,
you know.
all good.
You don't expect everything to shine. There's another found footage movie on here that was pretty well done. It's Prometheus. I definitely had to pick this one because of my love for aliens, and even the people who might have had issues with it, I still think it was pretty amazing. far as the building the world and universe of in which the aliens existed and how they came about, you know, and just the whole engineers. Yeah, and I believe they're neomorphs before there's xenomorphs. But
when you say aliens, like
yeah, xenomorph, yeah, from like aliens, yes, correct.
no,
Yeah.
I knew that. I just saying.
No, for the listener, yeah. So there was a lot more, it's a lot headier in this action than probably a lot of people wanted, but I quite enjoyed it. Moving on to one for you, Mickey.
Which one are we on? I can't.
7 something paths.
Yeah. Oh, 7 Psychopaths.
You love this one, right?
I absolutely love this. This has, let's see, Colin Farrell, Christopher Walken, and I can't ever remember the other main guy's name. You know him though.
Joe Montana.
No, that guy right there.
Joe Montana.
Oh, Joe Montana? I thought I said Joe Montana.
Sam Rockwell.
Yes, Sam Rockwell.
I can never remember.
Let's get back and get that dog.
Love it, dude. This is probably my favorite Sam Rockwell movie.
Hi, is this your dog?
Oh my God. I have to pay you.
Watch the movie.
Thank you so
Are you
much.
serious?
Remember?
Yeah.
Pretending to remember.
But how's everything in the dog kidnapping business?
You got a new dog?
Where were you walking him, Charisse?
I always loved Bonnie like he was my own child.
1, I do not want that image in my head. 2, could you go get my dog back? What the hell happened?
Some punks jumped us.
Who are you?
Said they were looking for a little Shih Tzu. Then some other punk killed those punks. It's their blood. It's his puke.
You want to go to the bathroom? Clean some of the blood and the puke off you?
I almost got killed today because you kidnapped the wrong dog.
Are you being serious?
Wow. What are we gonna do?
We could take on all the bad guys, maybe in the desert.
What do you think we should do in real life? How you doing? What's your name? Shut up. We'll get you back to your daddy in a day or two. Don't be sad. Pa. Pa. No, Pa. That's okay, too.
I gotta pull myself together, I know. But my dog's gonna end up killed.
You're not pulling yourself together, are you?
Peter, you've got to give it back.
Give it back? You don't just give back a kidnapped dog. Defeats the entire object of the kidnapping.
Put your hands up.
No, but I've got a gun. I don't care. It doesn't make any sense. Too bad.
I'm going to work.
Are you pissed at me for something, baby?
Why would I be pissed at you, Marty?
Because you're a killie. You waiting for somebody, old guy?
No.
Okay, you seem normal.
Yeah.
Come on in. We gotta get this dog off the street
Zachariah
because it's
Rigby.
kidnapped from a maniac. Dandy.
I like it. It's got layers.
An eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind.
No, it doesn't. There'll be one guy left with one eye. How's the last blind guy gonna take out the eye of the last guy left?
It's like an entertaining one.
No, it's a great. My favorite part is whenever they're in the desert and Christopher Walken walks up to him and he's like, "Where's the peyote?" He just wants the peyote off the guy. It's like, and you take a trip in the desert.
Oh man, it's the Skyfall was a solid entry in James Bond movies, but yeah, it was. I think I like Spectrum. Moving on.
Movie
so
after
it's fun to
that.
get to a comedy. I think we can agree on this one.
Yeah.
Is this one called Ted? Ted, starring Mark Wahlberg. They turned this into a TV show. Did you know that?
I did. Yeah, that was just kind of
Peacock?
recent, right?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know. I did know about that.
Type in TED Talks.
Chris.
It has been said that magic vanished from our world a long time ago. But if there's one thing you can be sure of,
I wish you could really talk to me.
it's that nothing is more powerful than a young boy's wish.
You're my best friend, John.
But eventually, everyone grows up.
I'm taking Laura to dinner. You don't think she's gonna be expecting something big, do you?
It's been 4 years, Johnny. You and me have been together for 27 years. Where's my ring? Huh? Where's my ring? Put it on my fuzzy finger. Where's my ring?
Hey,
Come on.
knock it off.
All right, I'm just saying.
Oh,
That's my bad. I was sending a tweet.
John.
Hi, Thomas. How are you?
Can I?
If you please ask Ted to move out so we can move on with our lives.
I'm not that psyched to just like kick him out.
Oh,
Laurie, hey, you're home early.
who are these girls?
Oh, my God, where are my manners? Laurie, this is Angelique, Heavenly, Shireen, and Sauvignon Blanc. I swear to God, her name is Sauvignon Blanc. Show her your Chevron card.
Ted, you gotta move out. I'll help you get on your feet out there, I promise.
Bring it in, you bastard. Come on.
I love you.
Sorry, that's the thing.
The old...
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know.
I met a girl.
Nice.
She's a cashier. You know what I like to do to her? Something I call a dirty fuzzy. Down here, not looking up your towel, swear to God, not looking at your funny business.
Sometimes I think back to that Christmas morning when I was 8 years old. I wish I'd just gotten a Teddy Ruxpin.
Why are you crying?
I just get squished by the TV.
I look stupid.
No, you don't. You look dapper.
John, I look like something you give to your kid when you tell him grandma died.
Oh, Tato look happy now.
But eventually, everyone grows up.
The Avengers, the first one came out.
I was going to say there was one we skipped over that I wanted to mention that was actually a good movie. It was after Skyfall, which was Sinister, and it's in the horror movie genre. It had It had Ethan Hawke in it, and it's kind of cool because he's more or less like an author. He's like a horror murder mystery author, and he moves into a house where murders took place of like a family, and it was all this weird stuff, and like it was a pretty creepy like plot of why. So he moved into this house to write the book, but I don't think his wife knew.
Isn't that like Rear Window?
The wife I don't think knew the house that they moved into. She had no idea that it was like based on the next novel that he was writing, and so she had no idea. But yeah, and then there's like weird shit that starts to happen, and it invokes like a pretty interesting theory about it. So if you're a horror movie fan and you've never seen Sinister, it's the first one. I mean, they ended up doing like one or two more after that, but I would just say it's a decent one to maybe check out. But it's not, I'm not saying it's anything to really write home about, but it is. I thought it was
just
pretty
coming
good.
Across, you know,
it was not
4
bad.
horrors that came out this year, you know.
Yeah, and it wasn't like a gore porn movie, so that's why I say it worked on like suspense.
More psychological and suspense.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I could watch that. It's awesome. Yeah, the Avengers came out huge in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and just this was kind of really, I feel like the beginning of the huge behemoth that MCU was up until the end of, I guess, whatever phase where basically Endgame Part 2, and then I feel like after that they kind of became super woke. And I don't know if that's what hurt them, or if there's just too many stories they're trying to tell that people just don't care enough about. But this was whenever they're nailing it. And this is actually watching this after been theaters on my own, downloading it and just being like, okay, dang, I get. And this was during my dark period where like I didn't even want to go see this in theaters, but like I watched it and I was like, okay, I get. Dang, okay, this is a legit action movie, and I really like the way they did the characters, the Avengers, because I didn't even care to see it when it came out in theaters, but I got turned on to it, and then I became obsessed with the MCU up through the Endgame too. So that moving on, we got one of the Bourne movies came out. I'm sure it was alright. The Campaign.
Yeah, it was
comedy.
a good movie.
Zach Galifianakis.
Yep, Will Ferrell. It was a good movie.
The worst playground accident that
Yeah. See, for me, it's one of the ones that it looked like it could be really funny, but sadly.
Oh yeah, I think he did. No, you're right. Chris is right, dude. This is a great movie.
Need to watch it again.
Look, Chris, she fell down and.
Yeah, because he shows that.
How's my hair? Strong. So strong. My hair could lift a car off a baby if it had to. Absolutely. That's what I like to hear.
Education is our future. Farmers are this nation's backbone.
Bankers,
Women, veterans, Filipino tilt-a-whirl operators are this nation's backbone.
Salamat.
Cam Brady will win his 5th term in Congress simply by signing the registration ballot. That's one of the perks of running unopposed.
Let's get this bad boy signed.
I don't know if that's supposed to be push or pull. Hey!
Who is that guy?
Nice sweater.
This has been my dream. Running for office.
You're challenging our 4-term congressman. How do you expect to do that?
Did I say that again? Now that I'm running for Congress, we're going to be under a lot of scrutiny. Anybody have anything that they want to share with us?
I said the Lord's name in vain at school.
Is that it?
I went to the petting zoo and I let the goat lick my wiener.
That little guy's a weirdo. I'm gonna smoke that clown.
We've got some work to do, right?
How you doing?
Hate to break it to you, friend, but your balloon's getting ready to pop. And that balloon's full of your own butt toots.
Are you trying to trash talk me?
What,
Your
dude?
mama's like a vacuum cleaner. She sucks, she blows, and gets laid in a closet. That's what nuts feel like. Stop it.
Washington, D.C. is a mess. How do you say it's a mess in Hebrew?
Balagan.
Yeah, Jason.
Donkey Kong?
You want a holy war, little man?
Let me hear a Cam Brady 012. Oh, shove a throwing star up a Chinese monkey.
They want to get my gold on the ceiling.
I
See, look at his
refuse to
pug.
lose, and I will win.
This dog has a lot of fight in him.
You hear about that too? There's this
What do you got there? Is that a crossbow?
I canceled, but there's some other accidents.
Black Hawk down!
They were like
Gentlemen, they got some babies to kiss. That's my baby to kiss.
Stop it! And they're like hardly selling. They're like I guess.
He just punched a baby.
They haven't had like a real big like this.
Is anyone asking how my hand
12 years
feels
ago.
after punching
They
that
haven't, like-
iron-like
I know
jaw
the
of
guys
that
have had
baby?
solo albums since then, but they haven't really had any like big huge hit songs. And they have, so they didn't. The ticket sales are so bad that they're like redoing the, like had to cancel that tour, and so redoing it to do like. Okay. Okay. So they have to book smaller venue.
Yeah, he bumped into him going to the restroom.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. So you like this song "Gold on the Ceiling"?
I like it.
I didn't mind it. It was like, I like.
I never really cared for any of their stuff.
It reminds me of crazy nights I had with women I met in Deep Ellum.
Yeah, I mean it's catchy blues rock, and I can appreciate it for it being unique, like it being mainstream like blues rock. But I guess like a lot of blues really doesn't. It's fun to play, but honestly I don't care to listen to it.
Yeah.
I never really sought them out.
That hurts me.
But it
Yeah.
was like, but when they came on, I wasn't like, oh man, there's fucking changes.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you just gotta rock with it while it wasn't terrible.
Yeah. And this is a bit off subject, but I found it funny. So Stephanie and Chris were talking last time he was here. Whenever there's something about yourself that you forgot completely that you did, and it was like a huge habit. So you're telling her about like my music, how I couldn't stand listening to something too much, to where I would like rotate through albums, and it'd be couldn't listen to the same song every other day, let alone even within a week. I just like had this, and that's part of my insatiable I still continued search for new music, I guess. I've told you how to do the playlists, but I apparently like I would even get on like Chris like, oh, I'm gonna put this on. I'd be like, no, I haven't listened. I'd be like, no, I listened to that like 4 days ago, dude. Put it on something else. That's why I didn't want to hear it at all if I'd heard it recently. It's where I don't.
It didn't matter.
And now,
I mean, it was like,
yeah, it could be an amazing song. And now with the baby, I've played Numa by Tool probably 1,000 times.
It's one of those things. Too, where it's like,
Yeah.
It's like,
I just really wanted to listen to everything I had.
I don't want to listen to. I listened to Garage Inc. like a week ago, and so anything that's on fucking Garage Inc.
Right? But now it's like, wait, I love this song. I can listen to this every day. And
Oh yeah.
so I've definitely changed, and the baby is part of that. But it's just funny. I forgot that I was that way, but now I remember. And it's just so weird to be like.
Point where like make a motherfucker like question if they play, like God really weird.
This is like, anybody want to play some music? And Chris is like, no, I'm good.
No, I just be like, pick from one of these that I haven't listened to in a few weeks.
That's fun. All right, so what was that movie we just left?
That was called Riding with Matthew in High School.
Riding with Matthew in High School.
Now we're on to the comedy, which I don't think you saw this.
Well, I don't think I.
So this is a Tim Heidecker starring film, and it's funny because the $1 billion movie came out this year, but this is not that, and it's arguably not even a comedy.
Oh, is this the trial?
No, that's a like. This is, I guess you call it dark comedy, black comedy, but yeah, I just don't even know. Let's see what the trailer is. Is that the wrong way to do it? Is my dying? Like, I don't. 99 people out of 100 will laugh at this. It's like, well, but I love Tim and Eric. It's yeah. Like, it's just.
Where you from? I'm in Williamsburg. You know. So represent.
Represent what?
What? I'm representing Williamsburg, bro. You gotta respect where I come from, because I respect where you come from. Come on. You know where we come from, bro? We come from the hood.
Yeah.
You are in the demon's house. I had a great day. I went to the shopping mall.
I feel so good about hanging out with my best friends today.
It's what we deserve. You gotta get the satellite so that people can listen to what they want.
It is unique.
Hitler had.
You didn't just say
Hitler had.
Hitler had.
Horrible indigestion.
Old man be dead by now.
He won't shine too kindly on our family.
I'm telling you, dude, it's weird though. It's like really, it's not like a comedy. It's great because a lot of people are familiar with him, but alternative comedy pioneers for me. Mid-aughts, Tim and Eric show. I've seen them live twice. Like, I've actually seen them live. And one of the times I got to be in audience participation and actually go on the stage. Not even joking. Tim and Eric.
That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. And they're there with Dr. Brule, which is John C. Reilly as a character. It was like half of it. So I got, seriously, so like at one point they had like somebody like, oh, pick out someone who looks like this or that, and they asked for someone like do Baby Boy.
Well, hello. Yeah.
They said they just like said someone get a baby boy, and I just knew that compared to everyone around me, I was like small. So I'm like me, and they're like, oh, okay, and like because an audience member was picked, and they had to pick the audience member. So I got to be on stage and be part of this whole skit, dude.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and to suck because the person with me didn't take pictures or video or anything.
Was it video? Do you know?
I'm pretty sure he could have, and it was at the Majestic downtown. But I was with the crazy girl at the time.
Yeah.
But But yeah, so I've seen him a couple times, dude. It was cool being on stage with him and Dr.
That's legendary. That's what is it they say? 7 degrees of separation or something? 6? Okay.
Yeah. Then I guess I've been by each of them. I count as 1 degree, so that connects me to a lot. Is that how that works?
Yeah, I think so. Connects you to like all kinds of people. Yeah. Dude.
That's cool.
I mean, we're down the hall from Joe.
Yeah, but I don't think Joe
Can we talk about the state of this pug right now?
Which pug?
Your pug. What's happening? She's like Control Alt deleted. Her tail is fully tucked down.
No, she's
no
like
curl.
In a sleep.
Yeah. She's
look at her face. She's standing. She's like barely leaning against me.
Yeah.
But standing up.
And
yeah, dude. I'm so Stephanie pictures, dude. That's
how she was sleeping on the bed.
It's like, oh, I think she just needed freaking freedom and love, and she started acting like a pug. And that's some insane little crackhead.
Yeah, for real. I just love the way Potato is right now. She's standing on all fours, but like trying to go to sleep.
Yeah, and so I'll be in the car and like I'll be sitting up and she'll like take the slightest incline just to rest her head here, and like to her almost like this. Like she's like probably just laying 5% of her body weight a little against me, but she's still standing a lot. To where like she'll put her head on my chest, to where like there still has to be more effort, straining to stay up and whatever.
Like you could just go lay on the ground. She just loves you.
I love her too.
What else we got?
So this next one.
Can I just?
The Dark Knight Rises. I mean, I don't think we even need to talk about that.
Yeah, we don't need to really watch that.
It's like phenomenal. You need to see it.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
You need to see all of
like,
Batman movies.
We could technically just say that's the best and just whatever, but you need.
Well,
to
no,
just
the
watch
Dark.
it.
This was the third one, wasn't it, with Bane? Dark Knight
Rises. Yeah,
was
yeah,
the best one.
Yeah, yes, for sure. Yeah. Sorry.
Tom Hardy did have a fun voice to him.
I remember as soon as he talked in that movie, I was like, I just like looked at my buddy. I was like, is that a? That's like, what the fuck? That's for real. We're doing that.
Yep. So that's good. So this one you picked, it's called the Icicle Man.
The Iceman.
Ice Cream Man.
Yeah, it's the guy. He was
Michael Shannon.
Yeah, the guy's name was Richie Kuklinski, and he was a hitman for.
It's based on a true story?
The Mafia, yeah, it's a true guy. It's based on a true character.
So he's about an Irishman.
It can be, yeah, it's contentious, but it's based
Moses
on.
and
I don't
Red,
know about all that, but it's based on a real person, is it not?
My Annabelle is as golden as the light of the moon.
Michael Shannon.
What's this?
You think I'm a spoiled brat?
You like to be taken care of. There's nothing wrong with that.
I like the way you take care of me.
You're a family man now. A wife, kids. Who are you kidding?
Closing lab. Sorry, but you're out of a job. You follow orders, you got everything to gain. If you don't have it in you, now's the time to say it.
I guess any movie like
I'm good at what I do. What about leaving witnesses at a murder scene? I don't kill women or children. I have loose ends now.
All right, kids, that's it. Go on home. We're closed.
You got a second?
So is it my lucky day or my last?
Hey, was that Sam
Won't be
Rockwell?
my partner.
No, that's
You take care of the details.
Did
I do the hit?
Captain America.
Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Might as well look out for each other, right?
You're doing hits behind my back. I can imagine what you've been telling them, thinking their dad's a decent guy.
I'm really proud of you, Richie.
Our paths cross again. I'm gonna bury your whole family.
Dad?
You can see a Sam Rockwell thing with the beard. Oh, Chris Evans kind of made me think of Sam Rockwell.
There ain't gonna be nothing else to be afraid of.
I didn't know I was supposed to be afraid.
You're driving cars.
What are you doing? Praying?
think God's gonna save you? You tell him
I was
to come down
hoping
and
they
stop
would.
me. I guess God's busy.
Here's your career. Iceman looks pretty cool. Okay, what do I got here? Ooh. There we go.
So what's contentious about him? Yeah.
Well, I mean, this movie came out in 2012.
Yeah, but he meant the documentary.
Oh, okay. And you've watched the documentary?
Yeah. It's like the real-time HBO stuff.
Okay.
It's like an hour and a half documentary with the guy.
Okay.
Telling all these stories, like the actual fucking guy.
Oh. So did he actually kill 100 people?
Huh?
Does he talk about if he actually killed 100 people?
Yeah, he tells all the stories.
That's
but
cool.
They're saying that, like, you know, it's like now that like people like Sammy the Bull and shit like that like are doing podcasts. These old like mob guys and shit.
Yeah.
What's the other guy's name? Michael Francis and shit like that.
Which is cool. They actually get on these platforms and tell stories. Well, that might must mean how good he was then, right?
But that's what they're saying. It's like this Iceman guy. It's, you know, like it's bullshit.
Maybe he just worked for largely one mobster, though.
I mean, but I just know that, like, for the longest time, you never really heard anything about
There's some fogginess surrounding how much of it's true.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, well then I'm removing that from the list.
You should definitely
All right.
watch it. And the HBO documentary, like, about him, because it does interviews with him.
Okay, Iceman. I'll have to check that out. I've been in a documentary mood lately. So next one, and this is phenomenal. Which anything by Paul Thomas Anderson for me, I'm gonna check out at least. He just did Boogie Nights. It was like his first movie. Did Magnolia. Did obviously the Master. He does a lot of There Will Be Blood. Like all those movies are pretty freaking legit. And he does. It seems like most, which is fine. Most of his movies, he stays away from like being in modern time. It's like a different historical period of time often.
Yeah.
Like the Phantom Thread he did, which was about some male fashion designer, which with Daniel Day-Lewis.
You brought that up.
That was
the other
really
day.
you'd probably like it.
Yeah.
It probably bore a lot of people, but it's pretty cool. But the Master, so Paul Thomas Anderson, basically his take on Ron L. Hubbard.
Dude.
Basically, but with
Yeah,
Joaquin, he's
that's
not the
what-
main character.
Dude, it's such a good. Have you ever seen it, Chris? The Master? With
Well, and Joaquin Phoenix in it?
Dude, it's such a
Dude,
good
you gotta
movie.
watch. It is good.
It's crazy. And it all lines up from what I've heard. By the way, if anybody's interested in hearing about Shmai and Shmology, you should listen to the last podcast on the left. They do a whole.
There will be people on the outside who will not understand the condition you men have. Now, upon your shoulders rests the responsibility of a post-war world.
Smile.
You can start a business, filling station, grocery, or hardware store. Get a few acres of land and raise some chickens.
You have a break coming?
It's like it takes the story of this.
If the average civilian had been through the
The
same
motherfuckers
stresses
like
that you have been
drinking
through,
faith in.
undoubtedly, they too would have developed the same nervous conditions.
Follow this guy around.
You wanna get the latest?
Veteran comes back and is washed up. Can't.
How'd I get down here?
You're acting
job.
aggressive
He's just
because
kind
you
of a
drink too
mess.
much alcohol.
So it's basically about
What do you
him,
do?
but he stumbles across.
I am a
I guess
writer,
he's
a
supposed
doctor,
to
a
be
nuclear physicist,
based
a
on
theoretical
L. Ron
philosopher.
Hubbard.
But above all, I am
You know,
a
the actual
man,
author,
just like you.
Scientology. It's Joaquin Phoenix, like weird washed up character. Kind
He's been writing all night. You seem to inspire something in him.
Yeah.
What we
basically
will do
inspired-
now will urge you
inspired
toward
Joaquin Phoenix character
existence
starting to see those guys.
within a group,
It's kind
society of
an
family.
inspiration to
Good science,
to
by
write
definition,
stuff.
allows for more than one opinion. Otherwise, you merely have the will of one man, which is the basis
yeah.
of cult.
And this is where we are at. To have to explain ourselves.
Philip
For what?
Seymour Hoffman
The
did
only way to defend
for-
ourselves is to attack.
You know, you should wake up, Val. Father speaking. You might learn something.
He's making all this up as he goes along. You don't see that?
It's what's her name?
I wonder how he got here and what he's after.
Is
it really all so easy that he just came across
He's actually
us?
from the North Texas area. Jesse
You are an everlasting spirit, Freddy.
I don't believe you. You make this up. I know you're trying to calm me down, but just say something that's true!
Are you thoughtless in your remarks? Do your past failures bother you? Is your life a struggle? Is your behavior erratic? What are you running from?
He's dangerous. And he will be our undoing if we continue to have him here.
If we are not helping him, then it is we who have failed him.
Perhaps he's past help. Or insane.
I just love that this is a director that is given the budget and production companies back him because it makes them all his movies are fascinating. He's one of those top directors for me. Moving on, we got it's really good. I haven't seen it since basically it came out, but you like this, right?
It's a great movie. I remember
What movie is this?
Place Beyond the Pines.
That's good.
I remember watching it,
right?
I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, whoa, this
might have been
is
with
totally,
your brother
I
once.
thought it was going to be something totally different, and it turned out to be way slower than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a fast-paced, and it was an incredibly slow burn, and all of the
I didn't know going in, but at the end, I appreciated it.
All of the parts that you thought were going to dominate the movie don't, and it's they're only for a moment.
Yeah, so there's a lot more than the rest of it.
And the heartthrob! They show you a glimpse of who these people are, and then it's just all backstory and
Romina here?
very real.
Who's that guy?
Yeah, very grounded.
What gonna tell me?
Very real.
Heard from you in over a year. Just took off.
My son and I should be around him. I wasn't around my dad looking the way I turned out.
How are you gonna take care of
But
us?
damn, this is probably better.
I can't think of another line of work that I'd rather be in.
You're so smart. You can do anything you want. Just don't understand why you're doing this.
I'm a cop, Jen.
You got a kid? You want to provide for that kid? You got to do that using your skill set. Your skill set? Shazam.
Ben Mendelsohn.
Alright! Everybody who wants to live, put your hands in the
And I watched my documentary how to rob the bank.
105 in pursuit of suspect.
104, I got a visual of a motorcycle from
Got with a lot of bank robberies.
Tell him it's for me. I'm still his father. I can give him stuff.
Because it gets to the guy went.
I'm Officer DeLuca. We're here to search your house.
What for?
We're looking for the money that Luke Lanton may or may not have given to you.
14 grand. The lion's share is going to our hero.
This is your problem. This is our problem, and I'm bringing it to your attention because that's what I should do.
I want to do two in one day. I'm not going to let you bring us both down.
There's a way out of this. You're not going to like it.
I need to watch this, guys. Please be
You know something, Luke? If you ride like lightning, you're going to crash like thunder.
Yes, I'm trying to think of a movie that probably sadder with Casey Affleck in it.
Out of the Furnace?
No. It was one. No.
Have you ever seen Out of the Furnace?
No.
With Christian Bale and Casey Affleck?
Manchester by the Sea.
Oh, okay.
Talk about it depressing me. I remember Williams telling me about it. And I'm like, he's like, it's so good, but dude, it is so ridiculously sad. Starts out sad, it's all sad. But yeah, that's good. Tim. So another Tim and Eric, more official movie. Now, this is their legit comedy, and I saw this in theater. Which, of course, Tim and Eric's $1 billion movie. Dude, this guy's alternative, ridiculous. Yeah, dude.
come on down to the grand reopening of the Swallow Valley Mall.
I'll be there. My best friend Tim Heidecker will be there.
You're gonna like what you see. Ooh, you're gonna like the fake trees. Ooh, you're gonna like all our new stores. Ooh, you're gonna like meeting my new son, Jeffrey. Come on down to the grand reopening of the Swallow Valley Mall.
My dad told me this is the coolest mall ever. You think you know more than my dad? Don't come then.
It's the grand reopening of the Swallow Valley Mall. It's just off Route 35, right here in historic Swallow Valley.
In 2012.
I've been meaning to tell you this all night, but I love you, man. I love our friendship.
Thank you. I honor you, and I honor our friendship, and I honor our love.
Two of America's most celebrated icons.
Hi, I'm Eric Wareheim.
And I'm Tim Heidecker.
Oh, yeah! Present a motion picture so epic.
I want to eat their hearts!
Yeah! Yes! It will leave you in shock.
Breathe.
It's got action.
We will be having
Government, stand down!
It's got romance.
Hi, Eric Wareheim. I love you.
Start again.
Hi, I'm Eric Wareheim. Very in love with you. And
Okay.
It's got drama.
You're in a very bad place.
Look at it.
I dropped those pants.
Yeah.
It's got special effects. It's got stars.
John Depp.
Oh, how nice! Hi.
I'm Chef Goldblum.
Yeah, it's like my breeder will have open casket.
Sounds like shrimp.
Probably never watched
laugh.
Tim and Eric's billion-dollar
like
movie.
alternative comedy every day. Shrimp, no, shrimp.
That's it.
That's our movie.
I paid $1 billion for that piece of shit.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah!
Man, I love Tim and Eric. All right, we're getting close to the end here. We'll go ahead and do these last two. I mean, I'm going back a couple years for one that it's foreign. I didn't realize that it came out in 2007, but don't tell anybody. But this first one came out this year, and it was pretty popular. And it was about the killing of Osama bin Laden.
Yeah, Zero Dark 30 came out this year, and it was a fantastic movie. And yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. It was good.
And I didn't even think about it, but Zero Dark 30 just means it's like the 12:30 where it's dark outside, right?
And it was on Zero Dark 30, they did the raid on what they call a zero night. So that means there was no
Can I be honest with you? I am bad news.
But that's
I'm not your friend.
Zero Dark 30.
I'm not gonna help
because
you.
Because Zero Dark 30 just means
I'm gonna break
12:30 at night, the nighttime 12:30.
Any questions?
But this one was like the darkest night possible. Yeah.
I want to make something absolutely clear.
I didn't know that part. That's figured out.
If you thought there was some working group
pretty accurate,
coming to the
isn't it?
rescue, well, I want you to know that you're wrong.
Chris Pratt was in this, I think. This is really kind of.
This is it.
So getting more roles.
There's nobody else hidden away on some other floor. There is just us.
The song Ryan's still talking about, I guess.
And we are failing.
So Team 6 finding it, but under normal, it would have been the Rangers, except they were, I guess, most of the units were like already deployed on some other thing.
You really believe this story?
When, like,
Osama bin
it was
Laden?
gonna actually be Obama or not, like, you know.
Yeah.
But
What part convinced you?
the only reason it was the SEALs is
Her
because
confidence.
The Rangers specialize more in hostage or just certain things.
If you're right,
I don't know. It's
the whole world's gonna want in on this.
They have a more diverse group of skill sets.
You will never find him.
Maybe the Green Berets, but definitely not.
He is one of the disappeared ones.
That wouldn't have been like automatic force group to do it. There'd been some Delta or some could have come from the Rangers. Yeah, no, tier 1 definitely. It might have been a Green Berets.
It would have been Delta, because you have special operations and you have.
I know, but that's the thing, because they get intel on guys all the time. So like, the best ones were for the job were arguably like they were already out doing something else.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like the only
Yeah.
ones on the black side, as far as like tier 1, is like you have Team 6 and you have like Delta.
Yeah.
And so Delta was probably like either way. There's been a lot of controversy.
Oh yeah, about the guy who shot him and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Next one, going back a couple years of Time Crimes, it's a porn movie. It's a very well straightforward consequence of time travel movie that just like takes place basically in the scope of this guy's like house and yard. So it's like very self-contained, but it's just the writing is so interesting and well executed. It's just like the way the scenario plays out. It's realistic enough. He ends up basically going back in time, but there's like a time, and he still exists in that time. Like, you know, multiple people, like a Schrodinger, like every possibility. I guess so. He like goes back in time, and sees himself. That's why he was covered up. His face there, we saw he's a masked person, so that he wouldn't. He knew that he was to see himself, and he wanted to be covered. So it's basically like him trying to find a way out of this loop he got stuck in, which I've never seen a time travel movie do that way. Where it's like he only went back in time a few, like maybe a day or 12 hours. So it's basically he's just trying to escape getting through those 12 hours and on the other side of it. And because the guy he sees at the beginning is himself. So it's almost like Tenet, where like he's whatever loop of that existence occurring, he's just trying to get out of it. That this is the first one. And it's pretty cool, dude. It's pretty cool.
And it's, what is it?
Time Crimes. Yeah.
I feel like that's on Tubi right now.
It might be. Just remember, yeah. It's one of the foreign movies I came across. I was like, I had to download it way back when. I was living in Denton. I just remember showing my roommates and they're like, dude, Pitts, that was freaking awesome. I'm like, I tried that.
No, that was fantastic. That was a good list. So, if we got to rank any of them, I would definitely say you got to watch 7 Psychopaths. Obviously, the obvious pick is going to be the Batman movie, but that's, you know, almost sometimes there's obvious movies that just kind of go without mentioning in a way.
Yeah,
I feel like, but we always still find ourselves saying something about them. In the area of horror movies, Sinister was pretty good.
Okay.
Again, that's one that I think is worth mentioning.
Sister T and Tamara, right?
Yeah, and then Zero Dark 30, definitely gotta check that out. Let's see what else. I can't see from back here.
That's fine. I can.
No,
I can
there was just like one.
We'll probably could say be one. I would say. So I put Cloud Atlas just because it's fascinating. It's like it's sort of seeing the creative effort on the scope. Dread, of course. So Looper would be very high up, but for me, it's very close for top pick between Prometheus and The Master. So for me, those are the two absolutes.
Yeah.
Then as far as, you know, absurd alternative, happens to be alternative comedy, but Tim and Eric's $1 billion movie for me, and then that movie, the comedy, they had them in it as well. It was mainly Tim Heidecker. It's like I said, it's like a black comedy that it's not even as, I don't even know if they all call it a comedy. It's just like almost like a study on just a terrible, you know, kind of semi-terrible type of human being. Or it's just like a selfish, not even terrible, but just an uninteresting piece of human. And it's called the comedy. Obviously, ironically, it'd have to be. But yeah, so that was funny. Ted was very, very funny. You actually want to laugh really hard.
Yeah, Ted.
Yeah,
Let's see, what
take
else?
over because I know.
Oh, Seven
You said
Psychopaths. That was the
well,
one.
You
I
said
don't know
that.
if I-
You said
Did
that
I?
one. Yeah. Did you say Django?
No.
That Looper, Place Beyond the Pines.
Yep, Looper. That was definitely one of them.
Like,
Place
absolute
Beyond the Pines for sure. Yeah, we never really mentioned it, but Argo. Argo was a good
Argo
one.
was really good. It told a story that I didn't really, my generation, I didn't really know that much about the whole Iran hostage. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know that that's basically where our beef, as far as modern times, came from.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like, if that didn't happen, that like our whole scenario with them just being a de facto enemy might not exist.
Yeah.
Like that goes our embassy, that crap happened, and then we just, it's like our friend, we never became friends again.
That's wild to think about, yeah.
Yeah. And the friendly term for them is Persian.
Persian. Yeah.
Because I dated one. Yes, they speak
Farsi.
So yeah, good. That was good.
No, it was good.
Yep. And unless you say something right now, I'm gonna close the books on 2012. It's closed.
I was just about to say some really like deep stuff about it. No,
It's
yeah.
the deep state, my friend.
Go check it out.
All right.
Let's
take a quick little break here, and then probably come back.
Quick
and
break. Come back.
See what happens.
Yeah.
It can't hurt.
Oh yeah. Now I got the double pug love.
Oh, this thing's getting loose.
We're live, and I've got 2 pugs in my lap, Mikey.
Watch out, one of them's got poop on his butt or something.
No, I think you expressed your anal glands.
Is that what it was?
I don't know, but do you want to look up how to do it?
No. Can I bring it over for you to do?
No, I don't do that.
Can you do it for him?
I don't even know if the situation when the situation calls for it.
When does she go into heat? Is that what it is? Is she?
She hadn't had a period once yet, so but.
When do you think that's gonna be happening, man? You just
could
did
be
you just
probably-
dump? Did you dump her on me like right before it
I don't
happened?
know. You might want to get her fixed as soon as you can, though.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. Like, it's not. You probably have to. Well, because they have like programs in
Matt,
Dallas.
my dog. Matt,
They have
dude.
programs that like
Just threw my dog.
in Dallas or in the area that where you can get it for super cheap, just because they want animals spayed or neutered.
I actually
Except
just
pugs,
saw
there's
something
a slightly higher risk at complications from anesthesia because of the way they're, I guess it's encephalic. There's a term for their nose being the way it is, and that there's like a slightly higher risk of them, like something going wrong when they're under, but it's not that high, but it's just enough of a little increase in liability that
You're like, I'm not fucking doing it.
No, the free places are the places that do it for almost free. Don't do dogs with the flat noses. So you
They're
gotta
like,
pay.
no, we're
you
gonna
guys gotta go
charge
somewhere
you
and pay full
double.
price.
So, but we need
I'll
to do
split it with you because I think it's like $250 or something.
But we need to do it now before we're attached, is what you're saying?
Do it before she gets a period, because I don't know if you've dealt with a dog on its period before. I hadn't until Potato. Talk about what seemed like a month of bleeding. I'm not joking, dude. And we had these little diapers we put on her. Otherwise, she'd get blood everywhere.
I remember coming over and she had her little diapers on.
This is going on for a long time. I'm like, this is
every month.
They have puppy, like their time of pregnancy is way shorter than a person's, I think. Like it's like ours is roughly 9 months. I think theirs is like 3 months or something crazy. But you think that the period would be a lot shorter, but it's backwards.
No, yeah.
This dog bled for way too long, dude. Just so many pads. Because I get the little diaper to get human pads because it's cheap, and now just I have to put a different pad in a little diaper.
Just duct tape.
So Matt's over here changing his child's diaper and his pug's diaper.
And pug's diaper like every day, and figuring out how to work their tail through the hole consistently. But I have a whole system. I had to. I did it every day. Change this pug's bloody diaper.
You said it felt like a month.
Dude, I'm not joking. I don't think I'm exaggerating. I have to ask Stephanie. Maybe it was the first time it was all built up. I don't know. But it was way longer than the humans. That's all I know.
Way more.
I'm gonna come over and drop her off at that time to help.
Dude,
I
I'm
feel
just
like Potato will help her. Potato will help her through it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I let you take one of our like reusable diapers. Just it'll be good to have on hand.
Yeah, please.
And like I said,
because I don't want to lock her in the bathroom and go to the store and get them.
With you, yeah. So you
Hook
just like
me
cut
up,
it in half and you
please.
just put the pad about where the snatch would be
yeah,
rubbing.
yeah, no, hey. Chris, watch it, man. She got me. I don't know what she's leaking. She needs an oil change or something. She got something on me.
Oh, now you're afraid to let her sit on you?
Yeah, I don't want to touch her now.
Well, dude, she came upon me and shat not.
See, shat, go and shat no more.
She could have. She could. It could have been a shart.
She shatteth not upon
She could have
my lap.
farted and let something loose.
Hey,
where?
Go. I cleansed her of her shat and told her.
Yes. Be redeemed from your life of shat.
What do you, Lily?
You can jump up there, Lily. Come on, you can jump.
Oh,
really.
she jumped up on the bed.
Well, I think she doesn't quite know the limits of her strength yet.
She doesn't.
Because for a while she was afraid to even jump off the chair.
Come on. Oh,
But
no.
or jump up and like until she just did it without thinking. Like
No, she
like
did it.
she's way more athletic than Potato.
Yeah.
And Potato can jump pretty high. So honestly, I bet she could jump like a few inches more easily.
Bro, she was like, because Mikey's bed is.
It's pretty tall.
Yeah.
She launched up onto it. She ran and like got it. I was
She's
just sitting there
it's
and she
just flew up, right?
Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
like, whoa. I was like, you do a big jump, girl.
Yeah, because it wasn't like, I mean, because there were times where Harley would jump on it and he would just like half-ass.
Yeah.
And like barely get up there.
No,
yeah,
she had
wait for you to
clearance.
pick him up.
But she like yeah, she made it all the way up there. It's
Man, I'm
funny.
telling you, dude, all that intense training with Pepper, she's strong.
Yeah, big strong pug.
But so yeah, we've been back.
We've been back since you've been back.
So how long? We should probably just go and do some recs. Since we
Let's
had such a
wrap
late
it up.
start.
We did get.
I
a
wanted
late
to
start. It's
talk
been
some
interesting
about
whack.
international trade and exchange rates and the trade deficit.
Shit.
But that'll
Buy some silver. That's what I say.
nothing at all to do with what I'm talking about, but it's good.
No, not at all.
Yeah, and if anything, it'd be the misconception of international trade and what the actual benefits of a weak dollar are on the global scale. 'Cause
No.
international trade, I mean, it's I mean, we import a majority of our products, right?
True. Yes. Yeah.
You know, so we want in any country. If you in a given, I guess, period of time or year, you have a trade surplus if you export more than you import, or a trade deficit if you import more than you export. And a lot of traditional thought is like kind of look at a deficit as a worse scenario than a surplus, but it's also really just there's so many factors. It really isn't necessarily because so it's if we're importing more. That means theoretically there could be industries in our home country that are being outsourced, right? But then what that does is it gets cheaper products into consumer hands who then have more disposable income, and theoretically it creates other industries within our, jobs.
Yes.
That might not, on the individual scale, yeah, it can be like, oh, that's hurting me. But on like an aggregate global scale in the health of just nations, it's like a necessity to have international trade. So those benefits to a dollar being weak versus strong, or or importing too much, like to where you always want to be able to have alternative sources. Because like with the Ukraine situation, a lot of countries imported grains and certain
that is true.
certain
That's
goods
like
from
what
them.
happened
So,
with
but they've been
fertilizer.
able to find alternatives. But that's a downside. So, like China exports so much, and they actually are said to have understated their trade balance because Trump made a point that he wanted to like get more balance between us and them.
Well, they manipulate the shit out of their currency.
But and that's the thing.
shit,
Even
though,
if
they
to keep it lower valued against the dollar
it's
intentionally,
where
because a
the
lot of their
rest
investments are in
where
dollars.
The rest of like the G7 or G20 countries like play by like fair trade. Or,
Yeah,
or,
they're
like,
the only
fair
currency
trade
in the
own,
international
but, like,
banking system that's not required.
Beholden to anyone.
Yeah,
they manipulate the shit.
Like no other country can use it, right?
Yeah.
So like the yen or whatever, like it has to be recognized by the international bank system, but no, they don't have to like. It's not something that you get.
It's not subject to the same regulations.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, and they got some crazy.
Well, and everything with China
system.
was like doing business with them in any way.
Yeah, and the thing is, even if you try and
like any business you do with China, like is immediately like has to be beholden to like government oversight in China because it's like any corporation, like the government is so embedded with the corporations that it's
I mean it's
if you're
dictatorship operated right is actually like a very good economy if it's done right because everything's in service of the state.
Of like a dictatorship. Like
it's like a good dictator could be better than a democracy. If it's like an actual good dictator.
Did we our democracy?
Did we mention that in the Dictator movie this year?
No, that was the. Oh, was that? Yeah, it was.
Oh, it was Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah, it wasn't as funny as I hoped it would be.
They're not a great movie. It's funny. That was a funny movie.
Yeah, the Dictator.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should trade him.
Eric Dampier. So
I'd like to say I'd like to acknowledge the fact that Caleb's just been over here dropping buckets all night.
He does play the game a lot.
He's dropping buckets and he's trying to
computer once.
He's trying to come up
crazy the way
he plays
like it take me a while to get used because I'm so used to the other view.
Yeah.
When we played basketball games, it wasn't like the
full
behind the back. Yeah.
Like the full court view.
Like NBA Jam style. Yeah.
Like Allen Iverson dunking from the 3-point line.
Exactly.
Oh, that was legit, dude. They need to bring back NBA Street. There's so many games.
That was not supposed to happen on the game.
There's I know what you're talking about. No, I know what you mean.
From the video I recorded when I was a kid.
Yes. No, I know. Yeah.
No, it was me that did it. It was live or something. Like,
it was one of we were playing it, but I went back and recorded it through the VCR to make like a tape of it.
No, yeah, because we paused it and just kept fucking
playing it over. Now I got that uploaded.
Yeah, he has it.
I saw it. I saw it recently. But yeah, he was like, you couldn't do that in the game. That wasn't.
But they do need to have Street again.
Dude, I was gonna say they need to bring back. They need to bring back NBA Street, and they need to bring back. They need to bring back the bigs for baseball.
I'm thinking the football Blitz.
Blitz, the bigs.
Well, what was the one that Blitz, the console one that basically was like the
legit.
console version of Blitz?
Extreme.
It was Extreme? Okay.
Yeah, that was the one that was by like the game day.
Yeah.
Because Blitz was EA, right?
I think maybe Nintendo.
Blitz was.
That was the one that I think.
You know what?
Oh, Midway.
Yep.
Like
Midway
I played that
Blitz.
way more in arcades than at home.
Midway was Blitz.
Because it might have only.
No, NFL Extreme is what you're thinking.
Yeah,
It
but
was
no,
on
I'm saying about Blitz,
N64.
like the one that we played at CC's, which I feel like that.
You played it
I
on
think
the...
I think they released it on the console, but it was a game that wasn't as fun. Like it's something about the arcade experience because we'd sit and that was so much fun.
Yeah,
well, and the noise, the fucking like everything about the arcade, like
the announcers, the
makes
hits.
me think of CC's, That Cruising USA, and Area 51.
You know what else though needs to be replayed? Fight for New York.
Oh yeah,
Def Jam.
Def Jam.
I remember y'all playing the heck out of it.
You played this shit out.
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Y'all were there.
Damon Pitts. You had.
I'm sure I created a character, but like I didn't like play it that much. I don't think I did.
Yes, you did. You were the first motherfucker that rented it. You were the
Yeah,
one
I
that got
rented
it
it, but I really
restarted.
feel like I remember like you guys playing it all the
Oh
time.
yeah, no, we played it.
Like
Yeah,
I don't think I
love the
beat it.
game.
Like who was the boss?
Buster Rhymes. No, I'm kidding.
No, it was
I remember having a
Dude,
fight.
like
him
I'm
and
pretty sure I
Luda.
didn't play. Like I'm sure I created a character. But y'all did. I remember because I didn't care. But like I
Oh, I
remember y'all
love
be
that
over on the
game.
weekend and y'all be
That
playing
game
the hell
was
out
fun
of
as
it.
shit.
Yeah, because you game flyed it.
Yeah.
You game flyed it.
So yeah.
Chill, dude. Chill. Caleb's just over here pulling up, dropping buckets on these guys, dude. Getting an and one.
Oh yeah, but so Rex of the week.
All right, recommendation of the week. I had this earlier. It's just so fitting. I'd love it if you guys piggybacked it. It'd be awesome. Hop
be
on,
piggybacking
hop
on all of
on
us.
my back.
All of us.
But take a nap. It's my recommendation of the week. Take a nap.
Yeah.
There's so many studies that show that naps are good for you, so just take one. Okay? There's lots of studies.
They've been known to cure all sorts of ailments, like tiredness.
Yeah. It's the number one solution for tiredness. The number one remedy.
The number one side effect of naps
Yep.
is lack of tiredness.
Yep. That is it. You take naps and you're just no longer tired is
But
what
you
happens.
might catch wakefulness, so
Yes.
you want to look out for that.
Yeah, watch out for the
might
wakefulness.
catch energy.
You can
might
spread
catch
your
better
wakefulness,
sense of well-being.
and you could spread the wakefulness to others
Yeah.
that are asleep.
If you have a significant other that prefers it when you don't talk, do you have a risk of talking more when you're awake?
That's true.
So nap, that's
So yeah,
a good
just
one.
take a nap, man. Yeah, it's good, man. Take a nap.
It's good, but I can't remember if
I don't
think
take
I
a
might
lot
have
of
done
naps.
one
I
on
used to
this.
take naps,
Didn't-
but I don't.
Yeah, I'll take power naps that are. I've told you, like I don't actually fall asleep normally, but I'll just get into a meditative Zen state and relax my body. But so my have I done this? Something about learning an instrument.
I think you said something about that. You maybe said learn an instrument one time.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, so no, then I'm gonna piggyback myself.
Caleb started playing the skin flute.
Yeah, that's right. He played it for us. Pretty impressive. No, if you, for those that do play an instrument or have, and that have kind of set it aside and it used to be something that you did regularly, at least every couple days, every few days, get it back out and spend some time with it.
Pick it back up.
Prioritize it, because I want this, the break I had to take from gaming when I had my daughter really helped me appreciate things that I kind of replaced with a gaming addiction. So, like, I let my guitars get all out of condition and stuff, but I've recently gone through and cleaned them up and set them up myself and string them in, and it feels good.
Yeah.
It feels good to get the hands on the old stringers.
I bet. Yeah, no, they all look nice. They feel
Thank
nice
you.
too.
So yeah, if you've played something, you've neglected it over time, and anything, it could be a sport.
Xylophone.
Even. It could be softballs.
Softballs.
Could be
Hard balls.
Hard balls. It could be anything, and if you have a friend that that's kind of done that thing, give them an encouraging word. Be like, "Hey, man, when's the last time you play guitar?
Yeah.
You should pick it up." Or when's the last time, help give people.
When's the
that
last
nudge.
time you hit your ex up? Give her a call.
Yeah, dude, you're right.
No, not you. I meant like maybe that's what I'll tell my friend. I'll be, hey, buddy.
Yeah, hurt them too.
Yeah. And be like, just call him. That'd be
Yeah.
crazy. You just call him and you're like, no, I'm married and I'm doing great. I just wondered how you were doing. No, okay, all right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, I guess I could do that with my very first one, but
that'd be fun. I'm just messing with you.
no, but I mean, it's just in reality, like lately, I'm still on good terms with her.
I hadn't heard from her in a minute.
But you got any recommendations? Get a pug? Get a pug?
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, do that.
Get a pug.
So that'd be the third time? Because I already did twice.
Motherfucker, it's my first time.
Oh, that's true. Now you get to do it once.
Get a pug.
Don't give up on the Mavericks.
Yeah, don't give
Amen.
up on the
Amen.
Mavs.
Amen.
Yeah, don't give up on us. We're still in this. What made us?
It is great. No, so dude, so you didn't use Get a Pug yet. So you still
haven't.
have that in your back pocket.
I have it. I can use it later.
Okay.
I'll use Get a Pug later. I'm gonna use my get out of jail free pug card.
Yeah. Yeah, I love this spike collar.
You like it? Doesn't it fit her nice?
Dude, it fits her perfectly.
It's her personality.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Like, and
Like
especially
it'd be
her
cute
walking-
on Potato, but it didn't fit her
Her
personality.
walking outside like with this thing on and barking at the neighbors like.
And just like how dark her face is, just almost like she's just like wearing black.
Like, is she dirty? It's like, nah.
Yeah, are you a dirty girl? You're wachacha
She's just a junkyard pug.
There's weapons she's
You're a
wearing,
dirty
dude.
girl?
Well, no,
Yeah,
that's
dude.
what's funny, too, is
Keep her
when
from getting
Potato-
attacked by bigger dogs.
Well, when her and Potato were playing.
Oh,
or
yeah.
Whenever Potato was trying to like bite her,
There.
and, like would go to grab her by the neck, because that was the whole point of like spike collars in the first place. Was for like fighting them and stuff.
Hell yeah, dude. We should fight these pugs.
They fight each other.
But all right. Well, it's been a pleasure.
It has been. Next week will be a better episode.
Yeah,
This
be a
was
new
hey,
season.
This was our season finale. Yeah, it's episode 20.
Yeah, I might have Michael Vick, Michael Phelps, Michael Jetson.
Episode 20. I've driven 520 miles to do these episodes. So y'all hit us up on that Patreon account that Matt's opening. Matt's opening a Patreon if y'all want to put in for gas money for me and Pug food, Pug toys.
We'll put up all kinds of expenses.
Yeah.
Because some people, they don't want to pay for things like gas, but they do want to pay for things
Pug
like
expenses.
Porn
Pug.
or big gambling.
Pug expenses.
Gambling.
Pug food.
Pug food or dogs foods. And
those other things too, maybe people would pay for.
Yeah, food of chicken feet. But all that, I think we'll end with be seeing you.